What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. Today I've got a little bit of a random collection of packs here. Nothing too serious. I got a couple of these new Timmy's packs. I picked out this because there's a reason I picked this out. There's a new Gundam show out on Netflix, and I want to just take a minute and talk about it. I got some older packs to mix in here just to kind of spice things up a bit. And I do have some mail from my buddy in Texas, Nick from the Old Man Game channel. So we're going to start this off here. We'll probably start off with these Timmy's packs. I said it before in a short that these were going to be my last two packs of Timmy's, but these officially are the last two packs of Timmy's I have for this year. So this is it. This is the end of the road. I'm sure by now people are probably sick and tired of seeing the Tim Hortons stuff. I love it. I always get super excited for Tim Hortons. Love their cards they do every year. Oh, and there we go. Are you kidding me? Last two packs I had, and we pulled a big Sidney Crosby card out of there. Crosby's on fire right now. We'll take a little bit of time to talk about Mr. Sidney Crosby here, number one. Sidney Crosby, number one. So Penguins select Sidney Crosby first overall in 2005. Crosby has seemed to reinvigorated his career a little bit this year. A lot of people are counting the Penguins out because they're old. They've been around the block. You know, there's not a lot of stuff to be excited right now if you're a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, except for the fact that this guy seems to be an absolute beast every year in Movember. Even Chris Letang, they were talking to Chris Letang, and he said in an interview that Crosby with a mustache is a different kind of Crosby. So Crosby's lighting it up right now. We're going to do one more pack of these Timmy's here. But yeah, it's been a good year for hockey. I'm very excited. The LA Kings just had two big wins back-to-back. They beat the Nashville Predators 3-0, which the Predators, they're not as good as anybody expected them to be. You know, they picked up a lot of good players. They picked up Marchessault. They picked up Stamkos. Like, they really loaded up on a lot of elite-level players in Nashville. But maybe it's just they haven't gelled yet. I definitely think they're better than their record shows. There's a lot of teams like that right now. Like teams like the Avs and the Islanders look terrible. But they're so banged up. There's so many guys injured. But I guarantee they're going to do much better than their points total show right now. They're definitely not bottom of the league teams. But as the time that I'm filming this video, all three of those teams are at the bottom of the league. So we got Leon Draisaitl, who apparently is just on another level every time Connor McDavid gets injured. It's the same with the Leafs. Every time Austin Matthews is hurt, I don't know what it is, but the Leafs seem to pick it up and play in another level. The thing with the Leafs right now is I was not sold on Anthony Stolarz at the start of the year. This is his fifth team. He's a young guy. So, you know, there's got to be some kind of reason there's been so many teams give up on him, is what my thought process was at the start of the season. Obviously, he had a good numbers last year in Florida, but he looks incredible. This is probably, let me get this in frame here. I'm way off in frame. There we go. That's better. This is probably the best goalie tandem they've had in ages. I think Stolarz is probably the most reliable goalie the Leafs have had since the days of Eddie Belfour. He just seems to make big saves. You're never worried about him letting in bad goals. He hasn't had one bad game yet all season. But, yeah, it's been good. And the Kings, like I said, I think it's time to start believing in the Kings. They're now a full 2 points ahead of the Vegas Golden Knights for first in the Pacific Division. Byfield got his first goal last night, which felt good to see. You could see how happy he was because he's had tons of chances. So many chances. He could easily have 10 goals right now. But he finally got his first last night. It was a little bit of a tip-in. Nothing fancy, nothing pretty, but that's what you need to get started. So, very good to see where the Kings are right now. First place in the Pacific Division. They just had a big win over the Minnesota Wild last night, who are on the verge of becoming an elite team in the NHL. The Minnesota Wild are very, very good right now, but I think they're on the level about to transition from very good to elite. I think there's probably 6 elite teams in the NHL. You got Dallas, I would say Vegas, and definitely Winnipeg the way they're playing right now. And then the East, the Rangers, obviously the Panthers. The Panthers are just annihilating people right now. They lost a ton of good players, a ton of key components to their Stanley Cup. But it doesn't really seem to matter too much. What was the other team? The Canes. The Canes look incredible. But yeah, the Canes look amazing right now too. The Canes have played less games than most teams in the NHL, but they're absolutely dealing right now. Seth Jarvis looks incredible. Like, he looks like one of the best players in the entire league. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited right now. Hockey season's always super, super exciting. How can we not like hockey? And we've got this letter from Nick from the Old Man Game channel. I'll put a link in the video description as I usually do. If you click on that, it'll take you to Nick's channel. Right now, he's doing something super cool. He has this idea for a new product, but I know he's doing it as kind of a giveaway, where he bought 400 autograph cards off ComC, and he's going to be giving a lot of them away. So if you want some stuff, if you like free cards, if you like autographs, check out what is going on, man. Why can't I open this card? What did you do here? What the hell? Okay, I somehow got that out. It was like glued in there. All right, this fell on the floor. We got a Master Roshi sticker right there. That's a nice one. Oh my God. He's doing like a Salt Bay thing, but with women's underwear. So we'll put that up in the back with Sid the Kid. And it says, oh, frig, look at that. I see what it is now. Steve, thank you for showing me this tower live. I think it is thin and tall. So yeah, me and Old Man Game, we went here. We were right there. Probably sitting right up here somewhere, actually. We went to see the LA Dodgers versus the Toronto Blue Jays this year in the summer. It was pretty fun. Nick came for a visit for a weekend, so we were there. We were live on location. This is my first CN Tower card I have, but it's a massive. It's usually a mini. These come as a mini in Allen and Ginter. This was my big chase for this year, and I never got one. I didn't pull one. I've never seen anybody pull one. But look what we have here. We got a jumbo version of the CN Tower, so that is super cool. We'll put that up in the back for now. With Sid the Kid and Master Roshi. What a collection of things we have in the back here. What an eclectic variety of cards sitting in the back right now. But yeah, big thank you to Nick from Old Man Game. As always, my friend. As well, I want to talk quickly. Nick is doing this new series on his channel, which is becoming quickly my favorite thing to watch. He's calling it The Saga Continues. The Window Leak Continues. It's kind of like Wu-Tang Clan, The Saga Continues. But we're slowly just watching Nick destroy his house episode by episode in these shorts videos. Nick, a normal person would just call a professional in this situation and get them to deal with it. But I absolutely love that you're creating a series of shorts out of this and slowly destroying your house for the entertainment of all of your followers, of all of your subscribers. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you for that, Nick. I love watching you stand outside with a garden hose and water your house to try and see where these leaks are coming from. All I think to myself, what the hell are your neighbors thinking when they look and see you standing out there spraying your house with a garden hose all day? I don't know. I don't know what happens in Texas. What happens in Texas stays in Texas. So where are we at here? I'm a little bit all over the place. We still have these packs. We're going to save these two. This is super cool. This is second year Upper Deck, so there are Young Guns in here. I don't think it says it on the pack, but there are possibility to get Young Guns out of there. This is a pack that I set aside. Julie Farnham sent me a whole bunch of these a long time ago, and I set one aside because I like to collect sealed packs, but I'm going to rip this open today because I wanted to talk quickly about the new Gundam series that Netflix has just made. And I really don't know what to think about this series. The one thing I am going to talk about is what moron came up with the animation style that they're using. When I first saw them advertising it, when they had first originally come out with it, it looked like it was live action, like it was actual people. But now you start watching it, and it is the most bizarre animation style I've ever seen. It kind of looks like, imagine like a PlayStation 1 CG cutscene on those old games like Command and Conquer or Red Alert, where people just, they don't they just don't look right. Their faces don't move right. Their bodies don't move right. It's a cool show. I'm really enjoying it, but I can't get over the animation. It's painful to watch. Very painful to watch. It's kind of a cool show, though. Different take on Gundam. It's kind of cool to see it from the different point of view, where the Gundams are looked at as the enemies. It's instead of just the Federation. The Gundams are now the bad guys, which kind of cool. Different look on it, right? Every side is two stories. So we got a foily here. We got a nice shiny foily. We got a Navel Gato. What do we have? Little card there. Gundam Chronicles. These are just the rules, I think. I don't know exactly how this card game works. It's mostly in Japanese. Unfortunately, I do not speak Japanese. Mechanic, a green mechanic, and then one of these fancy, what is that? That's just a ship, just some kind of ship there. So that's it for the Gundam. I don't know if anybody watches Gundam. I love Gundam. But yeah, I was super excited for this show. It was well done. But what the hell were you thinking with this animation style? Like, it's like nothing I've ever seen before in my life. Maybe they just had a horrible budget. I don't know. Maybe they were on peyote when they made it. I don't know. But kind of a unique decision. There we go. I was talking about this guy earlier. We were talking about Eddie Balfour. And then we pulled an Eddie Balfour rookie card. Unfortunately, this isn't worth much at all. Even graded well, they're worth like $10. So we got an Eddie Balfour rookie. Very cool to have that one. I loved Eddie Balfour when I was a young kid. Kjell Samuelsson. We have some guy from the Finnish team. Not too sure with that. It's going to be super cool, though. We do have our Four Nations face-off coming up this year. There's not going to be an all-star game. No all-star game this year for the NHL because all the players that normally would be in that are going to be taking place in this Four Nations face-off. And it's kind of bizarre, too. Next year, the Olympics is at the same time that the all-star game is going to be, right? So you would think all the best players in the NHL are going to be at the Olympics. But no, the NHL is still going to be holding, that's cool, Al MacInnis, love Al MacInnis. The NHL is still going to be holding an all-star game next year, but all the best players are going to be in the Olympics. So, I don't know. Is it going to be an all-stars game, or is it just going to be, they should just call it the guys, NHL guys game. Vincent Damphus, and then we got some old-school Hartford Whalers. So that's it for that pack. We're going to do one more here. We got this old school upper deck from 93, 94. Very old school stuff here. We'll see what we can get. Obviously, we got Gretzky and the Kings in here, so that's what we'll be looking for. Flip everything around. I love that they finally got their shit together and they don't put cards upside down and backwards anymore. It's a lot better for OCD people. Bob Probert. Sad story for Bob Probert. There's a really good documentary on that guy. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of it, but I'll put a little thing that pops up right here, and it'll tell you the name of this Bob Probert documentary. If you guys want a good watch. Very sad story. The guy was tough as nails. He was a good player, too. He actually had some talent, unlike most of the old enforcers back in the day. Got the old school Ducks jersey, Guy Hubert. Alexei Kovalev. We got a checklist. There's Sundin. Who's that with Sundin there? Danko, maybe? I'm not sure. That's a cool one, though. How can anybody not like Matt Sundin, right? One of the best players of all times. We have Adrian O'Coin on the Swedish national team. I did not know Adrian O'Coin was Swedish, to be honest with you. He played for the Flames for a while, but I did not know he was Swedish. We got an Adam Oates point leader, one of the best playmakers in the history of the NHL. Great player right there. Kind of a nice looking insert. And then we got Jeremy Roenick, JR, who's one of the funniest personalities in the history of the league. I really do like Jeremy Roenick. All right, and what is next here? What is next? So we've got our Allen and Ginter to rip open. We've got some old school Allen and Ginter with the 2020. Looking for Bo Bichette rookie cards. You know what? Let's do two of these. Let's do two of these old packs of Allen and Ginter. And then we've got this one right here, which we're looking for Susan the Goose. We're not too far away from this year's March 1st International Allen and Ginter Day, where we get a whole bunch of people in the card community involved on opening up Allen and Ginter. There's tons of prizes to be given away, but yeah, myself and Julie Farnham, we will have more information coming up on that in the next weeks or couple of months or who knows. But yeah, March 1st, check it out. It's lots of fun. We have Corbin. We have Anthony K, that's his rookie card. Where did he end up? I have no idea. We got Karate Mama. We have Gary Sanchez, Field Generals Gary Sanchez. We got Daryl Strawberry. That's a cool one there. Citadels and Safe Holes. We have Malbork Castle. Where is Malbork Castle? Okay. Poland. Malbork Castle in Poland. All right. Sounds good. So yeah, we did not get... I don't even know what we're looking for out of there. I've already pulled the Bo Bichette rookie card out of there opening these. So I'm not too sure what I'm looking for, but one day we will find it. One day everyone will find what they're looking for in life. I don't know what that means, but one day it's going to happen. We got Dennis Eckersley. We have this guy, Fultonwitz. We have a Combine. We got a Down on the Farm Combine. And we got Joey Gallo. So there we go. 2 packs of that, Allen and Ginter. And now we'll find this one here. And we'll be on the hunt for Susan, the world's most beautiful goose. Okay. Manning rookie card on the top. Thomas rookie card. We got an A-Rod. They were interviewing Alex Rodriguez after Game 5 of the World Series. And even he said that was one of the biggest collapses he's ever seen in the history of playoff baseball. The World Series started off pretty boring. Games 1, 2, 3 were pretty boring. Game 4 started to get exciting. Game 5 looked like the Yankees were going to come around, and then inning 5 happened of Game 5, and it just, everything absolutely fell apart. We got Andrews, I forget who she is, Andrews, sports reporter, and then Todd Helton on the Rockies. So that's going to be it for the packs there today. Again, thank you to Old Man Game for hooking me up with this right here, that beautiful massive jumbo CN Tower card. And then Salt Bay Master Roshi doing the women's underwear Salt Bay thing. Thanks everybody for checking out this video today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a great day and enjoy the pulls. I forgot I pulled this. I didn't even really talk about it too much. These are damn hard to pull this year. And I'm glad I got my second one on the last 2 packs that I opened. So have a great day, everybody.